In a revelation not at all shocking at this point, more and more things are being revealed as broken when it comes to the baseline of the new systems Destiny has put forward. Now, this initial one isn't too terrible, but the next one might actually make you rip your hair out if you are losing faith in Bungie. Now, to start, they have been investigating reports that ability regen was not recharging at the rates communicated in a previous This Week in Destiny update followed the last 0.1 update. This was apparently found out by the community and not by Bungie themselves. So right now they describe the ability stats, including the grenade, melee class, and super regen, being returning less ability energy than stated in previous swabs. They say right here that they stated that the 70 stat would be pretty much equal to pre-Edge of Fate values for discipline, strength, class ability stat, and intellect, and basically they are not going to 70, they need to go up to 85 to reach that intended recharge rate. A bit of a misnomer, honestly. It's not that terrible of a thing, but they pretty much say straight up is they will be doing this as build crafting choices, and there will be a full breakdown of the changes that they will make in an up-and-coming patch and everything else to say. They say they're sorry, but at the same time, this is one of those things that it's like, this is a new system. It was a brand new system. They reworked all the stats and replaced a bunch with simplified versions and also expanded it. To think that the brand new system that they were so eager to implement had a spot as big as the baseline stat to be full is, you know, buggy. Yeah, it's a bit of a WTF Bungie to say, hey, here's this new system, but it's also a little bit broken. And they didn't even know about it. Somebody had to tell them that it was broken. So let's see how the replies are going. Anything work in this game? Wasted their weekend trying to do contest mode with these issues. Granted, I don't think the 70 stat would account for that. But another one supporting my take on this. Did there need to be a raid within a few days of a major shakeup and restructure? Countless people gave up their time to even participate. Massive barrier for entry, and the chook, I'm assuming the cook was cooked from the beginning. Yes, great to owning up to it. However, what we'll be doing to make it right with the community and regain favor, a patch isn't good enough. Yeah, that's pretty much a lot of the main replies right here, is how a lot of people are generally feeling, if they're logical and not just saying, it's a bug, whatever. Damn, man, all these bugs hindering an expansion that overall is good is a head scratcher as to why they let off so many people thought Marathon was a good idea. That, again, right there, it could be the greatest or it could be a pretty okay. It could be a B expansion. It could be better than the bottom half, but still not better than the top half. It could be a perfect middling expansion, but all the bugs, all the Marathon issues, all the layoffs, that is a perfect representation of how just the general opinion of Bungie is right now. Moving on to the next tweet they made. After investigations, they have identified multiple armor pieces which can cause crashes on PlayStation 4. Players experiencing these issues are advised to unequip items causing issues until we can deploy a fix. Anyone unable to log into Destiny 2 is advised to use the Destiny 2 companion app on a mobile device to unequip these items, including the Warlock Tech Sec chests, for Hunters the Tech Sec Cloak and Bushido Cloak, and Titans the Tech Sec Mark, the Twofold Crown Mark, and Last Disciple Mark. Apparently, new class items are crashing your PS4s, and if you cannot get into Destiny, you need to get an expansion or a companion and some sort of third-party plugin that will allow you to actually access the things, because apparently it'll just keep you out, period. Oh boy, I know it's a previous gen, well actually no, are they at the PlayStation 5? I forget, I think they're on PlayStation 5. It is the oldest gen supported, I think, in the grand perspective of things, so the idea that there's more bugs present on the oldest gens is not surprising. Only consoles are supposedly having audio issues, but at the same time, being unable to wear new armor, period, because the new armor is crashing your game. Interesting. Very uncooked expansion, apparently. Let's see how their reactions are. I have none of these. If you know these armor pieces are not the problem, even if someone in the fire team may have them, then you should disable them. I can't do random matchmaking now. Every time I get 3, 4, 8, 7, 8. Every time I join my friends, we go into the portal activity. Let's see, I get error coded. They don't have the armor on, and they have the armor on, and I don't. Oh, so other people are even crashing their games because they are wearing these things on these consoles. Issue is still supporting PlayStation? Nah. Holy Old Gem just dropped the PS4 and Xbox One like he did the 360. I mean, it's rocky, because as long as they have the game on those things, they're going to need to add expansions. It would get rocky if they just straight up stopped supporting older generations, but they still had it active. 12-year consoles. But yeah, no, that first one that's a big doo-doo right there. The fact that even when they unequip the armor pieces, if somebody else is wearing those armor pieces in that fire team, they cannot do random matchmaking. They get error coded. They're stuck anytime they go into the portal. Error code. Yeah, that's honestly terrible examples of freaking what is wrong with Bungie right now, or at least what is wrong with Destiny and bugs. Now, as a Bungie usual, when they get close to the first weekly resets, they do list some of the stuff they are planning on fixing, or at least a variety of stuff. There is, of course, the known issues list they usually compile, but the expected fixes for Destiny 2 include, on Tuesday, July 22nd, with the 0.3 patch, PS5 audio issues, but just PS5, camera sometimes spinning violently when entering Matterspark, Kepler Tier 2 and Tier 3 gear focusing displaying an incorrect unlock, requirement, players must complete the Explore Kepler Fabled quest to unlock Tier 2 focusing, Explore Kepler Mythic quest to unlock Tier 3, teleporters not functioning in Prophecy, Duality, and the Corrupted. Ow! I didn't even see that in the latest patch notes. That's a big doo-doo right there. Just teleporters straight out not working in 2 different dungeons and the frickin' Corrupted Strike. Then on Tuesday, the following targeted fixes for hit markers not functioning when damaging targets, error coding into the Edge of Fate missions preventing players from relaunching them, and the Mateodoxia and Wishful Ignorance exotic cannot be fully masterworked. The Heart's Purity ornament is floating around if the player is not animating correctly. Interesting. They still do not have a root cause for PlayStation 4 crashes, which they... Wait, hang on. Oh, wait, no, I think they did mention that. I thought they were about to pull out. We don't know what's crashing PS4s, even though they just told us what's crashing PS4. Player experiences the issue when logging into Destiny 2 or loading the tower. Advised to unequip the armor pieces, causing issues. The full list of items can be found in the help article. So moving into the replies on this one, somebody not happy they're taking 2 weeks to fix hit markers, and as much as this is an accurate quote of what once upon a time would be the Bungie reaction, give them some time, they're working on it, we don't know how these things work. At this point, we've been dealing with over 10 years of Bungie and fixing bugs. Sometimes they take 2 months, sometimes they take 2 weeks, sometimes they take 2 days. It's basically just what is more important, because they could always just shut the servers down and work on it for a little bit. Then, what about abilities? Huge pain point. Talking about nerfing the third duration, because even with the OP setup for it, it's just fucking tough and mythic, apparently. Let's see, applauding comms, which at this point, this is the baseline. This is the bare minimum. Let's see, can't complete mythic because the out-of-step strangle the cat fight is messed up. Tank is randomly despawning if the captain on the right dies. The list of broken features in this game is long as both of my arms. Going into a contest raid with just 4 days of a launch release that fundamentally changed the game was foolish. Not only did it rob a bunch of players of genuine prep time to even experience the new content instead of grinding one activity repeatedly, it is also unfair to devs needing to fix the bugs in a time frame that is utterly realistic. This is far from the first time like anything we have encountered, and it's not forgivable anymore. Which, the best of luck, because you're sure as shit going to need it. That can be the general applaud of this, and I remember seeing this one before, so I couldn't help but repost that one. But the running issue, oh yeah, no, that's one of the big issues that they've mentioned recently, and that's not present. The sprint bug that's making you walk at sprint speeds. But yeah, the general air of this is WTF. This is it. That seems to be some of the general, at least highest functional supplies. But I'm not gonna lie, I agree with that kind of base sentiment. What the fuck? But, So with that, that is the summation of some of the more things broken at Destiny, some of the things they're trying to pick, and the general community sentiment, at least in the Twitter replies, which, if it can be a believed source, is generally not happy. And with that, my name is the Mad Scorpion, and I will see you in the next video.